Hi, my name's Dave Potts. I've just joined the Swindon Town Football Fans in Training course. I'm really looking forward to the course. It's going to be really interesting over the next 12 weeks. I've joined the course because I want to improve my overall fitness and health and lose some weight, basically. Over the last few months, I've been trying to increase my exercise levels, doing swimming, Pilates and walking. But I know I need to do a lot more, and some of the things we've already talked about in the introduction to the course around portion control of what we're eating more healthily, I think will be really interesting to me over the next few weeks, and also increasing the amount of exercise that I'm doing.
So the core components of the course. So this week the aims is how to eat better, and we talk about being more active. And we also talk about how we want to stay that way for the long term. That's a real important element of this course. It's not a short, sharp fix. It's really about making long-term changes. And then we look at the energy balance, and that's a really important thing that we visit quite a few times during this course. The energy balance is talking about what intake, food and drink that you intake during the day versus how much is your output, what activities you do.
In terms of eating, we eat reasonably healthily food-wise. I think my downfall is around portion control. I eat too much, so it's not so much snacking, but just eating big portions, and I think that's where I want to make the changes. So for me, it's going to be getting some of the pointers from the guys on the course and making those tweaks and improvements as we go through.
So we do this every course. We come up week one, okay? And I'm sure certainly it raises your heart and your blood pressure, gets you blowing. Okay, but the reason for doing it is because the difference you will find when we get to week 12, you'll start to enjoy these stands over the next 3 months.
Some of the exercises we've been doing, we've been up and down the stands. The Don Rogers stand is now a favourite of ours. We're up and down that. We've just been 6 times to the top of the stand and back tonight, which I think none of us would have managed very well on week 1, so our fitness is going up. We've been doing work with the footballs, lots of group activities, lots of group exercises, but it's at everyone's pace, and I think that's the important thing. We're all finding what works for us and how we can learn off each other, and just sharing between us is working really, really well. But overall, my weight has come down by 7.9 kilograms over the 6 weeks. I've lost 7.2% of my body weight, which is fantastic. The real surprise for me was my blood pressure, which has come down by 7 or 8% over the 6 weeks. So that's a huge difference.
Legend of this football club, 880 appearances, record appearances. I don't think it'll ever be broken in the modern game of football. And what's a remarkable stat is 384 consecutive games over 7 seasons without missing a first team fixture for our special football club. So can we put our hands together for John.
The big one, John, is when you don't feel like it, you got to force yourself.
Nicky.
Yeah, it is. And it'll hurt. You ain't going to get fit with not hurting yourself. I mean, I used to hurt myself, but you know, and you just do it. And others didn't do it and finished well, you know, well 10 years, as I said earlier on, 10 years before me.
The course has been fantastic. When I've had tough times, two things have kept me going. Friends who have said, just stick with the programme, keep going, trust in the process. A friend of mine, Alex, said to me that really early on, and that's absolutely worked. And the second was the inspirational speech by John Trollope. When he came in to talk to us midway through the course, he talked about when he was training, when everyone else had finished training, he'd keep going and do some more. And every time I've thought, I'm a bit tired tonight, shall I skip a night? Or I've looked out of the window and thought, it's heaving down with rain, should I bother? I've thought, what would John Trollope do? Get your coat on, get out there. And every time I've felt better for doing it. It's now week 11 and we're doing something slightly different tonight. We've been down at DW Fitness and for a session in the gym. So normally we do a bit of theory and then some stand work and a bit of circuits at the county ground. We've come up to DW Fitness and Chloe, the instructors, took us through a whole session of exercises here, which has been fantastic. A whole range of things like battle ropes, which I've never used before, crunches with the ball, lots of plank exercises, moving things around, sandbags, throwing them over our heads. So it's been really good fun actually, and we've got a great bunch of guys. So just lots of encouragement, lots of banter on the course, which keeps you going. And then at the end we had an exercise where we had to hold the plank for a minute, which was a challenge for some, and with the sweat pouring off us, it was interesting. So no, it's been a really good evening. We've really enjoyed it, and looking forward to next week when it's the end of the course.
Looking down the list, the great news is everybody has lost weight on this course. You're all heading in the right direction. So many of you have hit that target of between 5 and 10% of what we spoke about on the course, which is, you know, a fantastic achievement. And we know when we announce your group weight, it's another remarkable achievement for a group of guys over 12 weeks. And what I would like to announce this evening, while everybody's here, and I don't want to take anything away from everybody individually on your own achievements, but I want to announce the biggest weight loss guide from this course over 12 weeks. He takes the title of biggest weight loss, biggest waist loss and biggest percentage loss over the 12 weeks. And the stats are 16.3% of his starting weight lost in 12 weeks, 16 centimetres round his waist, and that equates to 17.7 kilos over 12 weeks. That's nearly 3 stone in weight lost. It's a fantastic achievement. A big round of applause, Dave. Brilliant, Dave. Congratulations on tonight's achievement. It's a remarkable achievement. 17.7 kilos in 12 weeks of coming on the course. From our perspective, we're over the moon because obviously we've asked Steve to share your journey from start to finish, and to see the progression you've had through these 13 weeks has been remarkable. It's been great to follow that journey, and tonight to see 16 centimetres off your waist, 16% of your starting body weight, nearly 3 stone lost in 12 weeks is an amazing achievement, and congratulations on that. It also goes along, obviously, as we spoke earlier, with the rest of the group. Everybody's lost weight. A large chunk of the group have lost their target between 5 and 10%. And from our perspective, Shane and myself, Keith and Rich delivering the course, it's another great example of why this course is so special. A lot of the messages, they're not rocket science. We've heard lots of their messages before, but I think it's the way, 30 guys come together all with the same aim, same objective, want to get a little bit healthier, lose some weight, and support one another in that process is a powerful mix. It's brilliant that you've actually come out as the biggest loser. It's not a particularly pleasant title, but it's one you can certainly celebrate, and we celebrate
Keep
you.
with pride.
Yeah, the biggest loser on this course is a great achievement. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You can go in and have a good Christmas, and we look forward to celebrating again on the 22nd of December.
Gosh, the 3 months seem to have shot by. It's been absolutely fantastic. Tonight we've been having a roundup on the course, looking back over what we've learnt and looking at strategies for helping maintain the weight that we've lost. And then just as a special treat, the guys had us doing laps up and down both the Don Rogers and the Arkle stand. So I managed 5 runs up each of them, which is amazing and something I wouldn't have been able to do in the way I've done it tonight. I wouldn't have been able to do that 12 weeks ago. So fantastic result. So over the whole course I've lost 17.7 kilos weight, which is about 16.3% of my body weight, which is kind of mind-blowing when I think about it. And then tonight we did the measurements, and my waist has gone down by 6 inches, which is unbelievable really, but I have had to buy a couple of pairs of new work trousers to keep taking it in. So yeah, and the biggest shock to me, because I've been monitoring my own blood pressure, my average weekly blood pressure has come down by 18% since the start of the course, which is just mind-blowing really. So I would recommend the course to anybody. It's really worked for me. As a group, we've worked to find what's worked for each person individually, because it is very different. How you fit things into how you live and work and your family is different, and I think it's just finding what works for you. Shane, John, Keith and Rich have been absolutely fantastic running the course. It's been real, and that's the key thing to me. We've talked about people will go out for a drink. How do you do it sensibly? People will get a takeaway. How do you do that and keep within a healthy lifestyle? It's not, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't eat such a thing. So I think that's really important, and I think because it's pragmatic and real, it's had results for everybody. We've just said tonight on the course, everyone who's come through the course has lost weight. Most people have hit the target of between 5 and 10%, and that's absolutely fantastic. Great bunch. I was talking to somebody last weekend and he said, I'm not sure if I should come on the course, he said, because I'm not sure whether I'd lose the weight. I'm a bit embarrassed. I really don't know whether I should do it or not. And I said to him, that's exactly where I was 3 months ago. I said, there's a room full of people exactly the same. Get yourself there and give it a go. What have you got to lose? And that's what I would say to anyone watching now. Give it a go and it will work. You will find a way, and good luck.
But the biggest loser within the guys group, 17.7 kilos, that's nearly 3 stone, 16 centimetres around the waist, 16.3% of the starting weight. The biggest loser in the men's group, Dave Potts. Congratulations.